How do you feel about DaBaby beating up people lately, man? Fam been going crazy.
Yeah, he been going crazy.
Fam got a short temper. Short temper, short dude, short temper. You know, that's how it roll. You feel me? I ain't the tallest out the bunch. I get mad as hell just like DaBaby. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Hey y'all, if y'all feel like DaBaby should receive an all times Too Hot Out Your award, put Milks in the comment section real quick. You feel me? Flood the comment section with Milks real quick. I ain't gonna lie. If I was to give out Milk awards, DaBaby is run up. He top 4. Most definitely, easily. My man's just been going crazy, AWOL. And then, speaking of DaBaby, I just heard he's getting charged for somebody in his camp beating somebody up or something like that. I will be posting a video later on about that, you feel me? But we gonna look at this whole breakdown of the situation that happened with his artist. To this day, I don't even know why the hell he punched his artist, you feel me? I didn't know that was his artist at first, you feel me? I think you told me that was his artist. I ain't know that. I just thought he just punched some random fat nigga. You feel me? Then I found out it was his artist. And that's crazy.
You know, DaBaby is one of the biggest names in hip-hop. He can't seem to stay out of trouble. From shooting a dude in Walmart, to getting canceled for his rant at Rolling Loud, to beating up his baby mama's brother at a bowling alley, the rapper is always making headlines for the wrong reasons.
I ain't gonna lie. Ever since he did that little thing about the LGBT community, they've been on his ass.
They put up all the receipts, all those.
I ain't gonna lie. Look, them folks putting baby bottles. Y'all is hilarious. Nah, for real though. Ever since that LGBT community thing, they really been at DaBaby's neck for sure. You feel me? And I don't know why, but they out to get that man for sure.
Now it looks like he got into a fight with his own artist backstage at a concert. Here's what went down. On Friday, April 22nd, an Instagram user with the handle @Prince_Mazzani posted a video from the Spring Jam 2022 event in South Carolina that shows DaBaby swinging on Wisdom, an artist signed to his $1 billion Baby Entertainment label. In the clip, you can see DaBaby walking backstage at the arena. Right when he passes his artist Wisdom, he turns around and starts throwing punches. Wisdom and DaBaby go at it for a second.
Did you just see how my nigga spun and hit him with the... Like, you gotta be advanced to do something like that, bro. That's not a regular punch. They finna put DaBaby in a new Mortal Kombat game. They got to. After that punch, that's a power punch right there. That ain't no regular punch, fam. At all.
Before security runs in and separates them. As they getting pulled apart, they continue yelling at each other, but no one knows exactly what caused the fight. @Prince_Mazzani later implied that DaBaby had a good reason for swinging on Wisdom, but at this time, it ain't clear what started the problem. According to people who was backstage at the time, the entire situation was hectic. Before the video was taken, DaBaby left his dressing room and was about to go on stage to perform. Then a loud pop went off like someone lit a firecracker, and everyone scattered because they thought it might have been a gunshot. The police came through to investigate, but realized it wasn't actually shots. According to rumors, Wisdom's allegedly the one who set off a firecracker or whatever the sound was. So, DaBaby got mad at him for almost getting the show canceled for something stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Witnesses who saw the fight say the police was already backstage right next to him.
So basically, DaBaby punched him for goofing off and causing the police to come. Whole time, Baby had a reason to punch him.
That's a good reason.
Everybody made it seem like he just randomly just got mad and, bro, you just made the spot hot. That's like making the trap spot hot. And they could have actually had illegal stuff in the room for real that could have actually got them in trouble. And then y'all know who they would have blamed at the end of the day for everything. They would have blamed DaBaby. They wasn't gonna come at what's bro name? Wisdom. Yeah. They wasn't gonna come at Wisdom. They coming straight for DaBaby. DaBaby had all rights and a good reason to do it, but he kind of did it the wrong way. But shit, I would have been hot too. Can you say anything to DaBaby for doing that?
But DaBaby ain't care and still swung on Wisdom. And after they was broken up, DaBaby just walked out on stage and performed his set like nothing happened. Wisdom is a rapper from DaBaby's hometown of Charlotte who signed to his $1 billion Baby Entertainment label. Back in 2020, DaBaby told XXL Magazine that Wisdom is a big dude who makes great music. I can compare him to somebody, but I don't want to do that. I'm gonna let the people make the comparisons on their own and just be like, you know, back in the XXL interview, that's who I was talking about. Like, that's who I was referring to.
My nigga, who you was gonna compare him to? I feel like he wanted to say Biggie. Hold up, boy. Now we gotta stop this whole we gonna pause real quick. I gotta listen to a song from Wisdom real quick.
My heart is in pieces. Type of shit that drop it to the knees. On my mind is no pieces. I lost my brother Steve. I'm still dealing with grief. I wanna kill for no reason.
Screw me. Okay. Screw me. Okay. Hold up. What? I don't know about Biggie, but that be hard for sure. That's definitely a bop for sure.
It seems like DaBaby is always in the middle of a controversy, but Wisdom's also going through legal issues of his own. Back in June 2021, Wisdom caught a felony for protecting DaBaby and their entourage during.
This nigga got barrettes in his head. Who you thought you were, Loc Dog? Who you look like stupid as hell, boy? Who little sister that is, fam? Oh my God. He think he Loc Dog.
Felony for protecting DaBaby and their entourage during a shootout that left one person paralyzed and another injured. According to police reports, the shooting happened after an argument got out of control. DaBaby and his crew was heading to a Miami restaurant called Prime 112, and they got into a fight with another group, leaving the restaurant. The report says two dudes named Carlos Avillas and Emerson Delgado were trying to get into their car that was parked outside of a restaurant. Then they got into an argument with a famous musical entourage, and Delgado was hit in the face by one of them. He tried to run away, and Avillas says Wisdom pulled out a gun and shot Delgado in the leg. A dude in DaBaby's crew named Christopher Urena was accused of shooting another dude in the back and leaving him paralyzed. Then he allegedly stole a Chrysler 300 and fled the scene. Some other men who was with the victim allegedly shot at Urena while he tried to get away, and the police ended up pulling him over a little while later. They found a gun magazine in his bag, but he had already gotten rid of his gun by the time they caught him. Wisdom was charged with attempted first-degree murder with a deadly weapon and aggravated assault with a firearm. And Urena was hit with attempted first-degree murder and 3 other charges. DaBaby was brought in.
Not only do the nigga look like Loc Dog, he thought he was Loc Dog in real life. Fam a savage.
He going down behind Lil Baby.
You mean DaBaby?
Oh.
Yeah. You mean DaBaby? For sure. Okay, that's why he feel like he can do stupid shit and fire firecrackers and shit in the room. Cause he feel like he really living that. Damn, he seemed like a nice dude, but damn, fam really thugging hard. With them barrettes in your head, bitch, stupid ass boy. Yeah, look like Precious. Dumb ass boy, you tripping.
For questioning too, but was released without being charged. It's not clear exactly how the argument started, but Wisdom allegedly handled the situation and caught the case for his label boss. If that wasn't bad enough, a couple weeks ago, DaBaby was involved in another shooting when he allegedly shot a trespasser in the leg. TMZ leaked the 911 call DaBaby made after someone broke onto his property in North Carolina. On the call, you can hear him telling the dispatcher that he shot someone in the leg and that they need to come get him.
Sir, what did you do?
I shot him in his leg.
Okay. Why did you do that?
Trespassing on my property.
The trespasser is wailing in pain in the background. When the dispatcher asks if the victim was alert, DaBaby gets mad and says, "Do you not hear this man, bro?"
Is he completely alert?
Do you hear him? Do you not hear this man, bro?
The trespasser was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and no charges have been filed against DaBaby. A couple of days later, he posted a clip from the movie Paid in Full on Instagram when rapper Cameron says, "Get shot every day, B. You'll be alright. You tough, right?" And DaBaby seems to admit to the shooting with the caption, "Choose not to take a life the other day, and it felt great. Buddy ain't deserved to go. I stepped righteously. Heal up and live, my boy. Just don't bring your ass back." This ain't the first time DaBaby pulled a gun to defend himself.
Who feels like DaBaby was wrong in that situation? Cause I ain't gonna lie, DaBaby just always end up in unfortunate ass situations where it really don't be his fault.
It just happened.
It just be having to happen, and then it's just the way he react that make everybody be like, oh, but in all reality, bro, be reacting the right way. Cause look, he really,
what you supposed to do?
he really could have killed that man, y'all. He really could have off-buddied, for sure, easily. Game over. He decided to let Buddy live, for real, because he could have easily said, yo, he done for. Obviously, yeah, he a trap ass. I was in film my life, thought he was finna rob me, thought he had a gun, killed him. He let that boy live. I feel like he did the right thing, and, they trying to paint him as just this menace. Low key, but he just always end up in some unfortunate ass situations in real life.
In October 2018, he was shopping with his family at a Walmart in North Carolina when he was allegedly robbed and threatened by two dudes with guns. DaBaby shot and killed one of the men, a 19-year-old named Jalen Dominique Craig, and was charged with murder. Later, the charge was reduced to a misdemeanor count of carrying a concealed weapon after Walmart security footage proved that DaBaby was acting in self-defense. In April 2022, Rolling Stone released the actual footage that led to the shooting. In the video, you can see DaBaby go after Craig's friend, Henry Douglas, while Craig watches them. According to Douglas, he and Craig noticed DaBaby in the store and kept looking at him. DaBaby noticed them and asked, "Do you know me?" And Douglas just said, "Oh, I thought that was you," then walked away. They went their separate ways, but then ran into each other again, and Douglas says DaBaby wanted to go outside and fight. He told Rolling Stone that he agreed to go outside, thinking that he and Craig could just hop in their car and leave. But then DaBaby attacks him inside the store. In the security footage, you can see Craig pull out a gun while DaBaby and Douglas are going at it. Allegedly, someone yelled, "He's got a gun." And that's when DaBaby pulled his own strap out and shot him. Rolling Stone has tried to paint the situation like DaBaby was the one who started everything and that he murdered Craig in cold blood. But in reality, the police already had the footage.
Like, fact, like, who is behind this Rolling Stone shit? Because they are green for that. You feel me? For sure. Even though they leaked the footage, DaBaby still look innocent as hell. I don't know what they was trying to do, but it didn't work, Rolling Stone. You feel me? It didn't work.
They want to end him bad.
They trying to end him, man. You feel me? I feel like if he do something really wrong, okay, boom, you can do your thing. Cause now they just digging and trying to bring up something that happened in what? When this happened? 2017, 18? Like, it's like 4 or 5 years ago, and y'all trying to bring it back up. This is self-defense at its finest. He tussled and all through that video. He seen a gun, he whipped out and shot. What do you call that?
Determined that it was self-defense 4 years ago. It's a tragic situation that shouldn't have cost anyone their lives. But at the end of the day, Craig pulled out a gun for a fight and he was killed for it. 2 different shootings is more than most people ever experience. But DaBaby seems to be constantly surrounded by trouble. Back in December 2019, he was accused of getting into a fight with a food stand worker at an airport. A warrant was issued for his arrest, but the prosecutors eventually decided not to charge him after his lawyer gave him a video that proved DaBaby wasn't actually involved. Later that same year, a rapper named Trag was allegedly beaten into a coma by DaBaby's crew after he asked for a photo with him. Then, in January 2020, DaBaby was held in question by the police after he and his crew allegedly jumped a music promoter who owed him 10 bands. According to reports, DaBaby and his entourage took the promoter's credit card, phone, and $80 in cash. And DaBaby allegedly punched a dude who was with the promoter too. He was arrested and spent 2 days in jail, then got hit with a battery charge after he was released. A couple months later, DaBaby made headlines again after he slapped a female fan while he was walking to the stage at a show. The crowd turned on him immediately and booed him off stage before he could even perform one song. Apparently, the fan put her phone right in his face with the flash on, which is why he put his hands on her. Later, he hopped on Instagram to say, "I do sincerely apologize. I'm very sorry that there was a female on the other end of that flashlight on that phone. But you know, keep in mind, I couldn't see you because you had the flash this close to me. I think by this time, you know it's a well-known fact."
What would you do? What would you do?
I would slap.
If I was to come up to you like this and put the phone dead in your face like that. But I don't care who's behind that phone either. You getting punched. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, for real.
That male or female, I would have responded the same exact way.
Sincerely apologize. I do. I'm very sorry that there was a female on the other end of that flashlight on that phone.
Then in May 2020, a rapper named Cam Coldheart spotted DaBaby at a store and started heckling him from a distance. A video from DaBaby's point of view shows him getting closer and closer while Cam is dissing him. Then the video cut to Cam laying on the ground with a bloody face and his pants around his ankles. Later that same year, the rapper faced even more backlash online for supporting Kanye's run for president. Ye tweeted, "Let's go." DaBaby ad-libbed, by the way. Then DaBaby responded with, "Warning. Use the let's go ad-lib at your own risk. It makes you unstoppable. I'ma let y'all finish, but you got me f***ed up. You think I ain't voting for Ye." Kanye running for president was obviously a controversial situation, and a lot of fans was mad at DaBaby for backing him. Then, a few months later in January 2021, Tory Lanez teased a new collaboration between him and DaBaby, which had Meg Thee Stallion fans upset. Tory Lanez had been charged with felony assault for allegedly shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the feet, so her fans wasn't happy that DaBaby was working with him. Megan and DaBaby had collabed multiple times on tracks like Cry Baby and Cash Shit, but that wasn't enough to stop him from working with Tory. Then last summer, DaBaby had one of his biggest controversies yet. While he was performing at Rolling Loud back in July,
Hulu Ad Manager is the easy way for businesses like yours to advertise.
He took a break in the set to say some pretty crazy stuff. After his Rolling Loud set, DaBaby was pulled from even more festivals. Lollapalooza, the Governor's Ball Music Fest, Day in Vegas, and more, all canceled his sets because of the comments. Things was actually pretty quiet for a while with DaBaby, but in February 2022, he made headlines again after getting into a fight at a bowling alley. TMZ posted a video that shows DaBaby and his crew jumping a dude named Brandon Bills at a bowling alley in California. Bills is actually the brother
that's what's
of
name,
DaBaby's
brother.
baby mama, Danny Lay. DaBaby claims he attacked Bills in self-defense, but now he's being sued over the fight. According to Bills, DaBaby assaulted him suddenly and without warning as he walked by him. He also said the attack caused him to endure severe injury and pain, leaving him psychologically damaged.
Okay, we got a girl perspective now too, man. If you was Danny Lee and your brother got his ass beat up like that, how would you feel? I'm curious.
Honestly, I'd be mad as fuck. His ass beat by my baby daddy.
Damn. Would you feel like your brother was wrong for approaching him, or?
I mean, you did what you say you was gonna do, but
Yeah,
that don't mean that
it
you
did-
won.
It ain't come out
And it
successfully.
it didn't right for you.
Yeah. But at least he was a brother, bro, and he attempted, bro. That's all that matters, bro. You feel me? At least you got your ass whipped with pride, bro. You feel me? You ain't just go out like no sucker, like real talk. Like, you got whooped with pride. Like, you feel me? You if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. My boy stood for something. You feel me? He got in that paint. The paint got a little messy though for him, but he still got enough. That's all that matters. You feel me? W brother. Y'all put W brother in the chat for that man.
Bills and DaBaby already had beef on social media over his dramatic breakup with Danny Lay a few months earlier. Bills told DaBaby that the next time he was on the West Coast, he could catch his one-on-one fade, and later told TMZ that he would knock DaBaby out in one punch. Obviously, things ain't go down like he planned. So now he's suing the rapper, even though he threatened to knock him out.
Things ain't go down.
DaBaby ends up having to pay Brandon bills. It won't be the first time he'd have to break bread to pay a victim. Recently, he had to pay out $7,500 to a driver he allegedly attacked in 2020. The driver says he picked up DaBaby and his crew in a Mercedes van, then asked him to stop smoking weed in his vehicle. According to him, DaBaby punched him in the back of the head when they got to their destination and said, "You ain't the boss." TMZ reported that they was told one of DaBaby's friends told the driver, "You're lucky you're not in my city, because I would have killed you." Crack him up.
Man.
But after DaBaby paid the $7,500 in restitution, the case was dismissed with prejudice. DaBaby really just seems like a dude who's willing to resort to violence in any situation. The latest fight shows he's even willing to swing on his own homie if he feels like it. We still don't know for sure what went down between them because only one source has actually came forward with a story. There could be more going on behind the scenes we don't know about. But for now, it looks like the situation really ain't that serious. No charges have been filed, and DaBaby was able to take the stage and perform right afterward. So this whole thing will probably blow over quickly. But chances are, it won't be long until DaBaby's in the headlines again. This story's still developing, so stay posted for updates.
Well, like I'm gonna continue saying, DaBaby just ends up in a lot of unfortunate situations. For sure. Like, he don't even be in the wrong in most of the situations. Feel me? He do his little shit here and there, but for the most part, he act how you supposed to act. From what I see. You know?
Yeah.
You feel the same way?
Yeah.
No?
Now that I look at that video.
You thought he was just tripping at first, huh? So look, I just kind of cleared the L for her. She just seen this video. That kind of gave me a clear peace of mind too, you feel me? He got short people temper.